On the table.
Phoebe's on the table. That's
Phoebe,
the start.
get down.
And it's day 31.
Oh my goodness. Of course.
So, today, we're really tired. Again, I know we seem like we always say that.
We do say that, but we did walk like 20,000 steps again today.
Today we took the kids back to the amusement park. So we have season passes, so that's why we go all the time. But, so we were in line today, and I had a really good smell. That
it sounds like a Cards Against Humanity card.
It's called a good sniff. It's a Cards Against Humanity card. But I had a really good smell coming from the Panda Garden, which is the Chinese, like fast food Chinese place.
Yeah.
It smelled so good. I was like, man, that smells great. But then I was starting to think to myself that I know what that food feels like when I eat it. So instead of going back and trying to tie that, and this is something you and I've talked about, instead of trying to tie that food back to the smell of it smelling great and that emotional feel of, ooh, this is yummy to eat, trying to tie that smell to the feeling of, oh, this makes my tummy not feel good.
Right.
Even though it tastes like shame feels.
Don't feel well.
Right.
Instead of associating it with that short-term pleasure of eating it, how do you feel after you eat it, right?
And I'm not there yet, just so you know. It still smelled good. It's still what took it. But I started to kind of remember that feeling of the bloated and the
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And,
that's good.
You know, so I could at least recall that. But, you know, and I've read, I know I've read before, and I wish I could tell you where I read it, but I know that smell especially is the sense that is tied most to emotion.
Oh,
that's why things like vanilla, you know, when you use vanilla as a scent, it brings back warm,
like cookies,
you know, comforting feelings and things like that. So, you know, the whole essential oil thing with smell is another big, like, triggering that, you know, that sense of smell and that tie to that emotion of feeling good.
So it sounds like you could start, if you wanted to do some kind of experiment, I guess, start associating a smell with something, you know, if it's something you know that's bad for you, like maybe associate it with something
unpleasant,
not good anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, and we talked a little bit about this when we were sitting just having dinner a few minutes ago. We talked about, you know, there's a place in the amusement park that sells funnel fries, which are like pieces of fried dough covered in powdered sugar, and the smell is like, it's just sickeningly sweet.
Yes.
And I don't like it at all, and I know I used to like that smell.
Right, so you basically can and have, I think, trained yourself to associate that with not feeling well. Even if you haven't really realized it, because you're so tired right now. You haven't realized it. But it's the same when we were on vacation and there was a candy store. Yes. And we walk in and we're both like, oh my God. And I know that a lot of people really do like that smell.
Yeah.
But try to remember, I guess that's our advice.
Yeah.
Try to remember how that makes you feel. And also, when you had talked about that at the park, that was my little thing to you to say, remember how it makes you feel. And maybe try like some kind of visualization technique at that point. I know Chris has got me into psychocybernetics, which is the section that I'm reading, at least, is a lot of it is about that visualization, you know. And I think that could work with,
absolutely.
You know, it's definitely mind over matter, I guess. And that was my advice to you, was to say, remember how it makes you feel. And you did.
Yeah.
So even though you were like, I still might want it, you still did start to associate, like you said, with it not feeling great afterwards.
Right. Yep.
So,
cool.
But I know we're really tired. 20,000 steps, and really need to just go to sleep.
So we will.
Are we
talk.
good? We're
yeah,
good.
We're good.
Did I cut you off?
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
All right. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.